Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? Melanie, Christina, Cheryl Lynn, Kimberly Mack, good to see you. Patty Lynn. Good morning, y'all. How are y'all doing? Oh my gosh, it is a beautiful day outside, thank God, finally. Hey, sweet Melissa. I'm working but listening. Girl, I do that a lot. Well, I don't have a job, but, like I work around the house and stuff. Hey, Misty, Diana. Good morning. How are y'all doing? So the weather's finally cleared up here, guys. It rained all freaking day yesterday, and it was cold as crap. The wind was blowing hard. But this morning, the sun's shining. The sky is blue. I have never seen it this cold in May here in the mountains. Hey, Emmalou. You know who your name reminds me of, Emmalou? That singer, I think her name's Emmalou Harris. I think that's her name. She's a country music singer. That's what your name reminds me of. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about this morning. I've got an article where Suzanne's brother, Andy Mormon, speaks out for the first time after Barry's arrest. It's very interesting. We're going to read that. What else have I got here? Oh, there is a 2-month-old baby by the name of Kyron Jones missing from Washington, D.C. He was reported missing May 7th, 2021. Now, they're searching a landfill in Charles County, Virginia for him. Now, the mother has allegedly admitted to a local news station that the baby died in her care and she wrapped him up and disposed of him. For some reason, the news station is not putting out that interview yet. I don't know if the police asked them not to, but the mom's not been arrested yet. And also, Philadelphia police are looking for a teen who sexually assaulted a woman in her own home for hours. It's thunderstorming here. Gosh, I am so sick of the rain and thunderstorms. Aren't you, Melissa? Hey, Debbie, good morning. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Okay, I've already got my article about Suzanne pulled up. For some reason, in this article, in one part of it, I'll show you, they call Andy David. Maybe that's his middle name. Oh, crap, I'm screen sharing the wrong thing. Maybe that's his middle name or something. I was all confused yesterday. They was calling Suzanne's sister in that article her sister-in-law. Then it would call her sister. I didn't know what the hell's going on. Because I don't really know Suzanne's family, like their names. I only know like Andy because he was on Profiling Evil's channel a lot, and wasn't he on the Dr. Phil show? I think. Okay. See right here it says David Mormon said his suspicion of foul play grew quickly, especially knowing my brother-in-law. But then on down here it says Andy right here, Andy Mormon. Maybe we should just maybe skip the ad and see what it's going to play. I didn't listen to this video this morning.
My sister was just the sweetest person ever, and anyone would have been happy to be friends or neighbors with her. She was unconfrontational, just a really kind
Where's the video?
Person that believed in God and knows the difference between right and wrong. And she has 2 daughters without answers right now. My father at 87 has cancer and needs answers, and I'm not going to give up. I'm going to look. I'm coming back out there.
A husband and 2 daughters are begging to bring their mom home.
Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please We'll do whatever it takes to bring you back.
Morphew disappeared on Mother's Day after reportedly going on a bike ride in the area of County Road 225 and Highway 50 near Salida.
I went to where the bicycle was found. It was gone, but they had some flagging down there to mark the spot. And I stood there and looked, and I realized that nobody rode over the side of that hill. There would have been signs of a struggle, or you would have been skinned up. The bike would have been mangled if you'd have gone down that hill like that. When you find a bicycle at the bottom of a ravine that you're almost certain nobody rode over there, and an animal did not attack her because there absolutely was no blood evidence and no tracks on the ground, no scent from an animal, it leads me to believe a human being's involved with this. And now it's just a matter of finding her and then letting the authorities sort out the who, whys, and when.
Let me just pause that a second because that is an older video. We'll just read it. Let me close this out. Did I unmute myself? Okay, yeah, I did. A brother of missing Colorado mom, Suzanne Morphew, has spoken out for the first time since police arrested his sister's husband, telling local reporters his suspicion of foul play grew after her disappearance, especially knowing my brother-in-law's personality. That's an interesting statement. Monday marked 1 year since Suzanne vanished from the Salida, Colorado area where she lived with her husband and 2 daughters. On Sunday, her brother, it says David Mormon, thanked the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office and its law enforcement partners for clearing a key hurdle in unwinding the mystery of this tragedy, he said in a statement to local news station Fox 21. While my silence has been interpreted as not caring, within hours of being told of Suzanne's disappearance, nothing seemed to add up, Mormon reportedly said. My suspicion of foul play quickly grew, especially knowing my brother-in-law's personality. He said he committed himself to staying out of the way of law enforcement and allowing the authorities to investigate. Despite the fact that Suzanne's body has still not been located, District Attorney Linda Stanley said Wednesday her office and investigators have gathered enough evidence to charge Barry Morphew with first-degree murder after deliberation, tampering with physical evidence, and attempt to influence a public servant. Officials have kept police documents sealed as the investigation. In his statement, Marvin said his sister is never far from our minds, as her gentle nature, smile, and unforgettable belly laugh are very much missed. In the coming months, we will be forced to come to grips with the details of a murder that is still unimaginable, he said. I am constantly hounded by the question, how did we get here? How does a man take the life of his wife and the mother of his daughters? Good question. Barry Morphew, 53, is being held at the Chaffee County Detention Center without bond and is due back in court on May 27th. He has not yet submitted a plea in the case, and his attorney declined to comment when previously contacted by Fox News. Now I think, if I'm not mistaken, he got a court-appointed attorney. Can he not afford his own attorney? Mormon said Sunday he will leave it up to the experts of the FBI to outline at the trial the cunning personality traits of Barry Morphew. Let me read that again. Mormon said Sunday he will leave it up to the experts of FBI to outline at the trial the cunning personality traits of Barry Morphew. I want to know these personality traits. I don't think I know some of them. He was a control freak, and I think he may have been a dickhead behind closed doors. As we look towards the prosecution and the trial, we can only hope for a full confession and learn the whereabouts of Suzanne, Mormon continued. I doubt that will happen, and we all will be left with hearing horrific details that were perpetrated by pure evil. He thanked the public, as well as Suzanne's friends and loved ones, and asked that anyone interested in doing so should donate to a local domestic abuse program or shelter, because no one, regardless of status or money, is immune. That's true. No one's immune from domestic violence, and there's all kinds of different forms of abuse. Coercive controlling is a form of abuse where they hold something over someone's head. Let's say like they've got like kids or something, and they will use the kids as a way of controlling their partner. Like, hey, if you leave me, I'm going to take the kids. I'm going to flee with them, or I'm going to take you to court, and I'm going to take the kids. Or let's just say, or if you break up with me, I'm going to release all these nude photographs and videos I have of you. That's kind of what coercive control is, from what I can understand. I would just love to know these personality traits, because they was around this man for like 20-some years. He was married into the family. I think he was a dick. Head outdoors, too. Yeah. Scott Rice, let's see, what did Juicy say? I think the first court appearance is automatically public lawyer, and then he needs to determine if he can pay for his own. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. Okay. I'm so angry with Barry. I still can't believe it and need to see the arrest affidavit. I know it. Hey, Hibiscus Ivy. Good morning. Diana says, gives me the creeps to hear him plead for his wife. Yeah, I know it. As her mother or father got remarried. Suzanne has a brother named David and a brother named Andy. Okay, Debbie, thank you. See, I was confused about that. Very confused about it. Ever who put Suzanne's bicycle over that hill, trying to make it look like she ran off the road or something? That was a dumb move. Because if you wreck a bicycle, it's going to be tore up. It's going to be damage done to the bicycle. And if an animal took her, just like Andy said, there would have been evidence of that. Tracks, blood, torn clothes. I mean, they're big old animals, mountain lions and bears, but they're not going to drag their prey off too far, I wouldn't think. Hey, Hurricane Holly. Good morning, gorgeous CC. I'm sending you love and hugs to start your day. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, guys, do y'all think that Barry will ever confess? I don't. And here's why. I'm going to tell you why. Because then his daughters, who admire him and love him and look up to him and who are standing by his side, will know that he killed their mom. He's not going to let them ever find that out. That's my opinion. Let me look and see what y'all are saying. Oh, crap. I got to catch up my chat. I forgot to do that. Hey, Sapphire. Good morning. So, do y'all think Barry will ever confess? Let's say if he's guilty. If he's guilty, do y'all think that he will confess? I don't. Nope, never. He thinks he can get away with it. Yeah. Juicy Scoop. I'm not sure, especially if he really was into true crime. He will not do what the others did. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he's probably looked up other cases like similar to see what happened. No, he's too arrogant. Yeah, I don't think he will either, and mainly because of the girls. That's what I think. He don't want them to know what he did to their mom, allegedly did to their mom. Hey, Vicky, good morning. I'll give y'all some late slips. I've been forgetting to hand those out. If you'll let me. Huh. Oh, there we go. Well, too many. Those girls can read, though, if the discovery is made available to them. Yeah, I'm just wondering if they are just like going to refuse to see the truth because it is their dad. I'm just wondering if they go through that discovery, if they will I'm sure he'll probably make up excuses for all the evidence is what I'm thinking. Or maybe they will. It's so hard on them, Part of me, I feel so bad for them. And, I can get why they're standing by their dad. But then, on the other hand, what about Suzanne? I know she's got her family fighting for her. It's just a sad situation. Of course, the girls don't want to believe their dad murdered their mom. Of course not. And, of course, they're clinging to him. Their mom's gone. They don't know where she's at. He's all they've got left, besides extended family. Dizzy Chick, hello, welcome. Hey, Melanie. I think he did something really awful to Suzanne. Yeah, I need to know about those cameras. That is killing me. That those cameras at that house didn't work. How long were they out of order? Gosh, I really want to know that. They're pretty young, right? Yeah, they're like teeny boppers, as I call them. I think one's in college. I take one of those late slips, too. Here, Holly, I give you one. One of those was for you. Anyway, there you go. I heard one YouTuber say that maybe the girls had something to do with it. Okay, so I do find it strange that I don't know if the girls had anything to do with it or not. I don't think so, in my opinion. But I did find it a little bit strange that everybody was gone on Mother's Day and Suzanne was left by herself. But maybe they had had their trip planned for a long time, and maybe that's the only weekend they could go or something. I don't know. But she was all alone on Mother's Day, which is a little strange, you know. But there could be reason. I read a rumor that apparently Mallory pointed a gun at Suzanne last year. Don't know if I can believe it. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it could be true and it could not be true. Juicy Scoop. Who knows? You really can't believe the rumors. It also depends on how controlling he has been their whole life. The factors into it. I'd say Barry's a very controlling man. Very controlling. From what I could understand. Suzanne's sister said that Suzanne was getting ready to confide in her before she disappeared. She told her sister, what's her sister's name, Melinda? She said, I'm scared. That right there is very, very telling, and I'm sure the lady, her sister, still has the text messages to prove it, and I'm sure the cops has done seen them. What was she scared over? I think her and Barry had been having a lot of problems, and they just kept it to themselves. I think they had a lot of problems over money, and him being a control freak. I'm telling you, once women get to a certain age, I don't care how long they've been with somebody, they get tired of that crap. After you mature and stuff and wisen up, you get tired of that. When you get to in your 40s and stuff. We don't know what kind of relationship she had with her daughters, like what went on. I know it. You don't never know what goes on behind closed doors. A lot of people, they don't post their problems on social media. I've tried not to, but I did share some things the other day. I probably shouldn't have. I was very upset. But, a lot of people, they only post the happy moments. And so when people's looking at these social media profiles, let's just say like Shanann Watts, everybody's like, oh my gosh, they got the perfect family. They got this nice home. They're always so happy in their pictures. But really, in reality, Shanann and Chris had a lot of problems. We know that. I don't think Shanann was too aware of the extent of their problems. But anyways. Who knows at this point what is true or not? I know it. I hate having to speculate. I mean, I understand that they want to keep a tight lip with this investigation, but damn, give us something. Besides, he was just arrested and he tried to influence a public figure. Now, I do know this. For them to charge him with murder, they've got something. They would not risk charging him if they didn't, if they had very little evidence, because it could get thrown out, the charges could get dropped, or it could be acquitted. So, in my opinion, they have got something. It's been a year. They've been this whole time working on this case, gathering evidence and stuff. So, what happened next was what? Look where his hand is in the picture. It's on his daughter's butt. What picture? I never looked at that. I think Chris was completely unaware of the financial situation and just how dire it was. I feel like maybe he was going to go for a divorce and then realized he was screwed either way because of the money. Yeah, I think he was not aware of how much in debt they were and stuff. But didn't he have to, withdraw, some of his 401k to catch up the house payments? See, Suzanne's family is thinking that financial troubles was what, made Barry snap on her if he did, in fact, kill her. know. It's just weird. It's weird that her daughters haven't spoke out, but I can kind of understand that because, you know, this case is like national news, worldwide news, really. Like, I can understand that. But still, I don't know. There's something not right. It's weird. I can understand them not searching for their mom because wouldn't that be awful if they went searching for their mom and found her decomposing body? I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. I mean, that would be awful on them. So I can understand them not searching for their mom because of that. I watch so much true crime that I could do the perfect murder this morning. And Juicy Scoop. There is no perfect murder. Remember that. You always leave some kind of trace evidence behind. But you know what? I've learned a lot from like watching forensic files and stuff like that. I really have learned a lot about the law and about DNA and stuff. Okay, let's see. Now, prayers for Suzanne's family, and that's about all I've got on that this morning. I just had that little article. Now we're going to talk about a little baby that's missing. I'm going to pull this little picture up. I think his mom killed him. Now, she says she was asleep with him or something, and he died. And she wrapped his body up and got rid of him. That's what she told a news station. Now, the news station has not put out that interview. I don't know why. And she's not been arrested. Let me get this little feller's picture pulled up. He's so cute. He's only 2 months old. I would have took him in a heartbeat. I'm sure many people in the area would have. Which I'm not in this area. I'm just saying I would have took him in a heartbeat. Any little child, you know, that's being abused or the parents don't want to take in a heartbeat. Why has she not been arrested? I don't know. Okay, look at him. How cute. 2 months old. His name is Kyron Jones. Missing from Washington, D.C. The baby's mother allegedly confessed to throwing her son in the garbage after he somehow died in her care. A Washington, D.C. official confirmed on Monday that the mother of a missing 2-month-old boy is considered a person of interest in the ongoing investigation. According to WJLA, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said Kyron Jones' mother is being questioned about his whereabouts, but she has not been criminally charged. Also on Monday, the Charles City County Sheriff's Office announced in a Facebook post that they are helping D.C. police search a landfill in Charles County, Virginia, in regards to a missing infants case. Jones was reported missing on May 7th. Police said Jones was last seen on May 5th in a residence in the 1500 block of Benning Road Northeast. Authorities have not yet released any further details about the circumstances. Sources previously told WUSA that Metropolitan Police believe foul play is involved in baby Jones's disappearance, and his mother is considered a person of interest. The mother has not been publicly named. We'll watch this little video. On Sunday, Henderson Long, the founder of DC's Missing Voice, posted a video to Facebook which apparently shows WUSA interviewing Kyron Jones's mother. The mother is heard saying that her son, who was born prematurely, somehow died while they were sleeping, and she got rid of his body. Because that's what normal people do when their child dies of like natural causes in the home. They just wrap their bodies up and discard them. They don't call the ambulance. Jesus Christ. I'm being sarcastic, y'all. These people kill me. I wrapped it up, took it outside, disposed of it in the trash. She calling it a it. She calling her 2-month-old baby a it. And that's what happened, the woman says in a video. The reasons unknown. WUSA has not publicized the interview. It's also unclear when the interview occurred. Let me go back and make sure I shared my audio, and we'll watch this little video of her. She won't even look these people in the eye when they're talking to her. If you don't click the little box to share the audio, it won't share it. Okay.
There. Will you say and spell out your name for me? Ladonia, Ladonia, last name Boggs.
Where's the volume?
Kyron Jones,
And how old is he?
2 months old.
What happened this week?
He was in the house, and the last time that I had him was he was in the bed with me, and he was sleeping on the bed with me, and I had rolled over and noticed that he was on the bed with me on my chest, and the last thing that I remember was that I had rolled over and he was on my chest. After that, when I was asleep, rolled over, noticed that he was unresponsive, breathing, and I panicked. And after that, a lady called my phone and questioned me about the whereabouts about him. And I got frustrated about the situation, about him in the household. And she just was like, can she come and take a look at him? And after that, she came to the house, and I panicked. And after that, I went outside and talked to the lady out front on the porch. And we was just having a mutual conversation about him. And after that, she just was like, she just was gonna call me back. And she just left. So after that, I came back in the house with Kyron. He was still in here. And after that, he was still in the bed. So after I noticed that he was unresponsive, wasn't breathing no more, I had took him outside to see if he wasn't breathing no more, and I noticed that he wasn't breathing no more. So I panicked, and then I went outside, came back in the house, walked around the block 4 couple of times to get a breath of mine. And when I came back in the house, I still noticed that he wasn't breathing anymore. So I went outside, I came back in the house and got a blanket and his car seat and wrapped up and took it outside and disposed of it in the trash. And that's what happened.
Did the lady that came to help, what did she say? Do you know anything of what may have happened to him?
No,
And when you called authorities, what did they say?
I didn't call anybody.
He was scared?
Yes.
What went through your mind when who called authorities Friday? Do you know?
I did.
You did? So what happens now? Are police are still
They're
searching?
still searching. and
They
looking
still
for my
searching
child.
and looking for him. Now,
I'm just getting this information that y'all just got just now. I mean, I just got it about 30 minutes ago. Because I was told that CPS has my son. And so I have 3 kids that's in the system, so I called my case manager to try to locate him, and they didn't. They said said he wasn't in the system. So I the one had all this done Friday because I'm looking for my son. I'm still not satisfied until I find that body, whether or not he dead or alive.
Do you know where the body is?
No.
Do police know that he didn't make it?
No.
And you're the father?
Yes, I am.
What happens next for your family? What's the next?
All I need to do is locate the body, whether or not. I mean, she's saying that he wasn't breathing, that she threw him in the trash. So
Do you
I
know?
need to find out where he's at.
Do you know the area where people could find him?
No.
Obviously, there's this trash right here. So somebody come and dump that trash. So it's in the dumpster wherever they dump trash at.
Tell me how you were feeling that he was unresponsive. What did you feel to make you not want to call authorities? Was it fear, grief? What went through your mind whenever you learned he was unresponsive?
It was just fear that he was unresponsive anymore. Because like I said, he was asleep on my chest. And when I woke up, he wasn't breathing anymore. Because he was just that small. Because he was only 2 months old when he came from the hospital. So he was a premature baby.
Did doctors give you any warnings or anything, if he was premature?
He was already premature
They
at the
got fine
hospital.
when they got to the hospital
How long had he been home for?
for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
With 5 and a half.
5 and a
He
half
almost
weeks.
he'll be 8 weeks. He would have been 8 weeks this week.
Okay.
So he's wherever he's at, or if he good or not, he's only 7 weeks old in a day.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Yes, ma'am.
Prayers for you guys both.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, guys. All I can say is freaking wow. There's something seriously wrong with that lady. The way she's just talking so calmly about her child. I could bet you my bottom dollar she smothered that child. Anybody in their right mind, if they wake up and their little baby or their child is not breathing, they would call 911 unless they had something to hide. And the father, he was in the background talking. Hey, he's a better person than me, because whether she got something wrong with her or not, I'd have drug her ass by the hair of her head to the police station. That poor baby. Now, she's obviously got something very, very wrong with her mentally. You could tell by the way that she was talking, or at least I could. That's my opinion. I'm not a professional. They need to be arrested. Hey, Mel, Carter, welcome. I just can't grasp how people can hurt a child. Me either. 2 months old, and the little feller was premature. Is it possible that he might have had some complications? Yeah, considering he was a preemie. But damn, if that was the case, why not call 911? I just don't get it. I guarantee she smothered him. Or she either rolled on top of him or something and smothered him. I have read about cases like that. There was actually a mom that killed 2 babies by rolling over top of them while they were in the bed with her. Back to the days of the... Yeah, I know it. I lost a baby chick this morning. I know more details about that than she does about her child. Oh, you lost a baby chick this morning, Sapphire? Not one of the turkeys. Message me and tell me. I believe we are living during the end of days. Parents killing their kids, kids killing parents. So much evil in this world. I know it. Isn't there something about babies that the first 3 months there's something like child? Oh yeah, SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. A lot of babies back in the 80s, well, some babies back in the 80s, when they would die, it wouldn't even be investigated. It'd just be called SIDS. This one woman had like 5 or 6 kids die of so-called SIDS. She really smothered them. I'm sure it went on in the 70s and 60s too, but I know of quite a few cases from the 80s. Speaking of, like kids that turn evil, teenagers, killing their parents, the police are looking for, I think this is in Philadelphia, a teenager who raped a woman in her own home for freaking hours. And then there's another teen suspect, I just watched him in court this morning, who killed a 13-year-old girl. And when police arrested him, he took a selfie in the back of the police car. Let me find this teen that sexually assaults victim because they're looking for him. He's not been arrested. Anybody up there in that area, keep your doors locked. Don't be letting people in your house. I don't care what they say. Oh, we need to use the phone or whatever. No. Get these damn ads down. Okay. Teen boy sexually assaults victim for hours inside of her apartment. Look at that. There's a composite and then there's a picture. It looks identical. Philadelphia authorities are searching for a suspect accused of raping a woman at knife point. NBC reports that the incident happened at an apartment complex in the 400 block of South 45th Street on April 21st at around 2 a.m. According to the witness, the suspect wielded a knife and sexually assaulted her for around 3 hours before leaving the apartment through a basement window. Bless her heart. According to police, the suspect is a 16-year-old with brown eyes who was wearing green contact lenses. He has a muscular build, weighs around 150 to 160 pounds. He was last seen wearing a white tank top, black hoodie, gray sweatpants, and black shoes. Anyone with information about the suspect is urged to contact 911 immediately or the Central Detective Division at 215-685-3264 or 3266. Authorities caution that no one should approach the suspect. He is considered armed and dangerous. They got a picture of him. They know his name. They know who it is. They're just not releasing his name, I bet. They have to know who he is. Where the hell did they get this picture from? I mean, unless she had some kind of camera inside of her apartment or something like that. Hey, prayers for the victim. She's got a long road to recovery ahead of her. She can heal physically pretty quick, but mentally, it's going to take a while if she ever heals from it. How do you get over something like that? I don't think you do. You just learn to live with it. Okay. So y'all remember yesterday there was a tiger on the loose in a Houston neighborhood? Well, now there's more details about it. The owner of that tiger is a murder suspect that was out on bond. We're going to listen to a video so I don't have to read all that. I'm tired of reading this morning. Let me see. Let me find my video I watched of it. Oh, right here it is. If I can get it pulled up. Get the ad down. Yeah, I'm just going to play the video because I can't pronounce this guy's name. That's one reason, and I'm tired of reading. Okay. So, yeah, he is a murder suspect.
He's the owner of the tiger, that it's his tiger.
Let's start.
Begins right now with breaking news.
Tonight, the man accused of driving out of a neighborhood with a tiger has now been arrested.
The attorney representing Victor Cuevas says his client was cuffed just hours ago at his parents' home in Fort Bend County. That's nearly 15 miles away from where that tiger was found on a West Houston street.
But tonight, one big question remains. Where is that tiger?
Great question. Cuevas out on bond when these tense moments transpired yesterday. He's now charged with murder dating back to several years ago. Here's a live picture from the Fort Bend County Jail. Cuevas is in that facility tonight for allegedly violating his bond. But while he may be in custody, as of tonight, that tiger's whereabouts are unknown.
Our live team coverage begins tonight with KPRC2's Brandon Walker. Brandon, you just spoke with the attorney who represents Cuevas. Does he know where that tiger might be?
Well, attorney Michael Elliott says he does not know the whereabouts of the tiger, and he says that was the plan tonight when he and his client were scheduled to turn his client, Mr. Cuevas, into the Joint Processing Center tonight at 8:15, but that didn't happen. In fact, the attorney says when he was headed over to meet his client, that's when he got word that his client already was cuffed.
It's a very sad day.
Attorney Michael Elliott is mad.
Cops are here!
Fuming over how he says Houston police have treated his client, the man accused of evading officers, allegedly with a tiger in the back of his white SUV. Victor Cuevas is his name. Cuevas is 26 years old, and Monday, he became known as the tiger owner, seen here in video claiming the big cat, bringing it inside after neighbors saw it roaming Sunday on Houston's west side.
Brought it back into safety. Everyone just assuming that he's the owner of the tiger, that it's his tiger.
Elliott says Cuevas is not the tiger's owner, despite HPD speaking to the contrary. The attorney stresses the plan was for his client to tell investigators that tonight at the Harris County Joint Processing Center, information he says could have been used to answer.
Where is the tiger? That's a good question. We were working with the federal and state authorities to try to lead them and give them the information we had about the owner of the tiger and how they might find the tiger and the owner of the tiger.
Cuevas was out on bond on a murder charge when police arrested him tonight from his parents' home in the Richmond area. He is accused in the July 2017 shooting death of a man outside of this Buffalo Wild Wings on the Grand Parkway, also in the Richmond area. Fort Bend County Jail is where Cuevas remains tonight, and his attorney says that's wrong.
All they want to do is lock people up and presume them to be guilty and let them try to figure it out later. It's terrible.
Now, tonight's evading charge would be a breach of that initial bond agreement, and we have learned tonight that the state has motioned for bond to be revoked. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC 2 News. Brandon.
Okay. So he fled with that tiger because it is illegal to own a tiger in the city limits of Houston, I believe. I would say that is his tiger, and he's just not wanting to admit to it because that's going to be some more charges. He took that tiger and stashed it at someone's house. That's what he did, so authorities couldn't get a hold of it. Okay, let me go back and find my chat because I exited out of it. And I got one more thing to tell y'all about. I've got several things I could tell you about several cases this morning. I just don't have a lot of time this morning. But there is a missing teen girl. I do want to share this. It's important. She's been missing for several days. Let's see how long. Since May the 5th. Let me get her pulled up. She's beautiful too. I hope some weirdo don't have her. Oh, and I got that TikTok video I promised y'all yesterday. We're going to look at it before I get off here. Okay. Missing teen girl has not been seen for nearly a week. She's from Florida. Florida authorities are searching for a 17-year-old girl who's been missing since May 5th. Madison Hernandez, 17, was last seen leaving her home in Miramar on Wednesday. When she was last seen, Madison was reportedly wearing black shorts and a black hoodie. She is 4 feet 10 inches tall, weighs 100 pounds. She may be in the Brickell or Davie areas, according to the report. Police have not shared further details about the circumstances of her disappearance, but a missing persons flyer indicates they believe she may be a runaway. Anyone with information is urged to contact Miramar Police at 954-0602-4000. Hey, she may not be a runaway. Just because she's a teenager don't mean she ran away. I mean, she may have a history of it before, but I mean, some weirdo could have snatched her. Look how pretty she is. And she's not big as nothing. 4'10", weighs 100 pounds. Wouldn't be hard to overpower her. I just don't think they should just say, oh, she's probably a runaway. Maybe they have reasons that they say that, but that still annoys the hell out of me. Anyhow, that's the end of our true crime stream this morning. Oh, I did want to tell y'all something else. So this man up in Maine dies. He's like 82 years old. His family is cleaning out his house. They go out to the outbuilding, and guess what they find? Skeletal remains of somebody. Let me pull that up real quick, and then I will show y'all a TikTok video. This is crazy. I was trying to look up this man's obituary, and I couldn't find it. Oh, yeah, one more thing I'm going to tell y'all. Patreons, I am going to be working on a video to get up for y'all, kind of like a podcast. It's a vintage case, but it is a young kid that was a serial killer. So it's going to be interesting. I just want to tell y'all, be on the lookout for that. I'm going to probably work on it after my live stream on the porch this evening, after I get done with that. Okay. So this man probably killed somebody, this old man. Family finds skeletal remains while cleaning out late father's property. Maine State Police are investigating after a family member cleaning out their deceased father's home in rural Cumberland County found skeletal remains in an outbuilding. The remains were discovered Saturday afternoon, State Police said, and the office of the chief medical examiner began a post-mortem examination the following day. Meanwhile, detectives were working the scene to investigate the circumstances of the discovery and interviewing witnesses while they wait for an identification. State Police said that the investigation was likely to stretch into the coming weeks, while investigators tried to uncover more of the story. For now, the remains are a mystery, although police say they don't believe there's any threat to the public. The father, who lived in the house near Hog Meadow Pond in Maine's Lake region, was identified as Douglas Scott, who died earlier this year at the age of 82. Well, Mr. Scott must have killed somebody and stuffed their body in his outbuilding. I mean, he had to have done something. Who knows? This could be a serial killer. We don't know. That's crazy. I bet they were totally shocked. Their loving father passes away and they go clean out his house and find a skeletal remains. Okay. I need to find my video I wanted to share with y'all. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Let me see. Find this one. I got several links. Oh, yeah. This is Sadie and her dad. Let me share this with y'all. Any single women? Sadie and her dad's looking for a mama. Sadie's looking for a mama. And I will give y'all the link to Sadie's.
All right, Sadie, I really need you to focus
stuff.
this time. I got a good plan. I need you to bat those eyes and be sweet.
Oh no, I hope a girl that loves flowers and love letters doesn't follow us home. Sadie, quit eating the damn flowers. What are you doing, child?
All right, Sadie, I really need you to focus this time. I got a good plan, but I need you to bat those eyes and be sweet.
Oh no, I hope a girl that loves flowers and love letters doesn't follow us home. Sadie, quit eating the damn flowers. What are you doing, child?
All right, Sadie, I really
Oh, am I muted? Sorry. I was looking for this link to Sadie's TikTok, and I can't get it. It's not letting me copy it. I'll share it in the comment section when I get off here, and I can get it on my phone and copy it. Thanks, Sapphire, for telling me I was muted. I totally forgot. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here and go check on Chloe. Oh, yeah, let me give y'all an update. Hey, YouTube monitor, I didn't see you. I'm behind in my comments. Okay. So, this evening, we will do a chat on the porch if Chloe is not coughing. Let me give you an update on Chloe. So, Chloe went to the vet yesterday. They charged us $190. I posted a copy of it in Discord. That's outrageous, because I just think it's outrageous. They gave her 2 shots. Listen to this crap. They say Chloe's got the staph infection. Chloe don't have no open wounds on her or nothing like that. Maybe there's different kinds of staph infection. He said he could smell it on her. She keeps chewing on her feet. And he said her feet smell like corn chips. I thought all dogs' feet smell like corn chips. Anyways, he gave her 2 shots, and they refilled her medicine, left one of the medicines out. Mark's got to go back and get it, but it was $190. But you know what? She's worth every penny of it. Every penny of it. I was trying, sorry guys, y'all couldn't hear me. I forgot I was muted. I was trying to get this link to Sadie's TikTok, the dog's TikTok, and it's like, okay, right here, copy link. Okay, I got it. If y'all want to follow this guy and Sadie the dog, here are their TikTok link. There we go. Yeah, they said it smelled like corn chips. Mark's like, he's like, Chloe had the staph infection again, and he gave her 2 shots. They was $90 for the 2 shots. And I was like, staph infection? She don't got no open wounds on her or anything. And he said that he could smell it on her feet. It smelled like corn chips. And I said, don't all dogs' paws smell like corn chips? But anyways, good idea. Make it happy for someone else. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, y'all pray for Chloe. Hey, she's a little fighter. She's a little survivor. Now, he asked the vet yesterday, what is making Chloe cough? Like, she won't make a peep, and then I'll come through the door, and she'll start coughing. And he said it's where she's getting excited, and her heart's beating faster, where she's got congestive heart failure. Anytime she gets excited, feeling the love, as I call it, she starts coughing. Oh, I have to go. Cat problems. See y'all soon. Okay, good luck with your cat, Lisa. Good to see you, Blue West, by the way. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all this evening for some coffee on the porch. Give her fish oil tablets I used to train and show dogs. Oh, I will. I've got some of those, Diana. Thank you. Any more suggestions? I'll take them. Gladly take them. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I will see y'all later for coffee on the porch and my foot spa, because I'm going to be soaking my feet later and we'll chit-chat. Anyways, thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. Be safe, be kind, and peace. Thanks, Short Nice. I didn't see you, honey. I'm sorry. I don't never ignore anybody. I just get to running my mouth and reading stuff and overlook the chat. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Peace.